Hey there, everybody. How are you all doing? Oh, heck, let me turn my phone off. There we go. Hey there, Gilroy, and everyone else. So, I do know in a little while we will be getting raided by Mr. Big Daddy. He just mentioned it a little while ago. Obviously, he wants to get off and obviously get some food and drinkage and stuff into him and just chill out. He's had a long old stream today. Hey gamer Paul. So obviously, unfortunately, I do not have early access this time around. Oh, what a shame. Oh well. It is what it is, unfortunately. So with that being said, obviously Big Daddy has been streaming all day. I'm sure most of you guys have already seen a lot of the stuff that's in coming with the premium DLC. Also, Mr. Yosho Hin is out there currently as well. How you doing, gamer Paul? But obviously, I'm going to just keep going as normal, and obviously, as it is the final Friday before the release, obviously, the premium does come out on Tuesday next week, the 14th. So remember that, guys. Obviously, yesterday there was an update to the game, which has caused some people some issues on PV Canyon Crossing and some other um, maps. Hey, sorry, my headset just went beep beep. I think it needs charging up. Yes, it does. One sec, guys. One sec. There we go. That helps get it actually put on charge and turned on. How you doing there, Oppies? So right, so like I said, it is the final Friday before the release. So obviously there is one more set of fact sheets to cover, and obviously this is on the Farming Simulator website. So the final three fact sheets for today. I'm going to start at the bottom and work it up. Obviously, this is obviously the Farmit Falcon 6 Pro FERT Plus. Obviously, it's a seeder, which can obviously hold your seed and solid fertilizer. It's going to cost you 111,000. I'm just going to whiz through these very, very quickly now and jump back to chat in just a sec. But yeah, doing not too bad, thanks, Oppies. Horsepower wise, needed for this is going to be 220 horsepower. Obviously, work speed is 9 miles an hour, 15 kilometers per hour. Obviously, it's a 6-meter work width, 9 ton in weight, capacity of 6,000 liters, and obviously, it'll do all your normal cedar crops. And obviously, with this, it's kind of cool because obviously, it's got this little bit on the front which will also cultivate as it's going, so you don't need to separate cultivator for doing this. So it's kind of cool. So it kind of cultivates, fertilizes, and seeds all kind of the same thing. So it's kind of a nice little tool. So just quickly, obviously the next one is going to be the Agro Dino 2. Obviously it's a sprayer, 317,000 to get, 285 horsepower, variable gearbox, and Big Daddy rating with a party of 36. Thank you very much. How you doing? Hopefully you had a great stream there, Mr. Big Daddy. And hey there, Vortex. Gamer Paul is doing okay. Georgia Assassin now. I know there's a lot of people out there probably coming in. Bodine, Fire Remarks. Obviously, KW welcoming guys. Obviously, if you're not following Mr. Big Daddy, 012678. Make sure to go over and click them on Twitch. I can close that screen down. And while I'm at it, I will jump into Discord. And preferably unmute myself. Hey guys, how you doing?
Billy Bob.
Hi, Billy.
Hey, thank you very, very much for that, Mr. Big Daddy.
You're welcome. Well, thank you. I'm sorry you had to do it, buddy. I apologize. Things were going haywire this morning.
Yeah, it's fine. Obviously, I do know that a lot of people have had issues with Streamlabs and that recently, and Twitch disconnecting. But it is what it is. But one nice thing is obviously that what was it? The last bit was what 3-4 hours? Something I don't know. I can't remember the count on it, but it did pretty well. So we got there eventually. Or you did. So cool. So yeah, I'm just quickly running through the fact sheets. Unfortunately, I don't for anyone just joining us. Hopefully, you enjoyed Big Daddy's show. Obviously, I don't have early access, unfortunately, so I'm going to be playing on Canyon Crossing. So I'm just running through the final fact sheets quickly. These are on the Farming Simulator website. Also, we just covered obviously the FarmCon 6 Pro Plus, which is a cedar. Big Daddy showed it off. Great little thing. Obviously, we just got on to obviously the self-propelled sprayer. So just a quick one. So Agro Dino 2 sprayer, 317,000 purchase, 285 horsepower. 50 kilometer not work speed, that's the travel speed, you say, or 31 miles per hour, 25 kilometer work speed, which is not bad actually for a sprayer. Obviously, variable sprayer size from 27 meters to 36, so it's a not bad size boom on the back of that. Obviously, 11 ton in weight and holds 6,600 liters of either liquid fertilizer or herbicide. So quite a nice thing. Big Daddy did show it off a little bit, but it'd be nice to see that a little bit more in game. And then obviously finally the thing I've been looking forward to is this bit of a beast. But after seeing it in Big Daddy's stream, I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't have a capacity in this thing. But it is what it is. So obviously this is the DeWolf ZKIVSE. I don't know if that's an actual word in Polish or not. I don't know, but it's just a load of random letters for me. But it is a harvester. Obviously, it's going to cost you 637,500 to purchase. 450 horsepower. I'm just sort of whizzing through the main specs, but yeah, 25 travel speed on the road, or 15 miles an hour. 4 miles per hour or 8 kilometers per hour. And thank you very much, Big Daddy, for that resub. Much appreciated. I need the sound alerts on here. I really need to get them sorted out at some point.
You're welcome, sir. No, I have to pay it back, man. I feel bad that you guys. You got to do that.
It's fine. To be honest, it does support you, obviously, showing the ads. But yeah, having, 12 minutes of ads right after each other, there was a kind of, oh man, if not more.
Oh, man.
That's just why
I
I
feel for you
subbed to
guys.
you, so
It
it's fine.
stinks.
It is perfectly fine, but yeah, thank you as well. So where do we get to? Yeah, so 4 mile an hour work speed, 8 kilometers per hour. Obviously, this will cover 4 rows, but obviously, if you get it right, you might even get 5. So bear that, maybe even 6 at a push. But yeah, weight-wise, 27.9 tons, and obviously it will do your carrots, your beets, your red beets and parsnips. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed the comment earlier on I mentioned in chat, Mr. Big Daddy. There was one other thing that should hold the crates, and it's the DeWolf P3CL Profi. From the looks of it, it has either an attachment or something that unfolds underneath here with forks, and you can unload it. It's like a single one rather than the full. So,
Gotcha.
and obviously,
I'll have to try that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be too. You could probably buy the crate. It'll probably load there automatically, like the big one, but it'll just do one instead of.
That's
4.
what I'm wondering as well. I'd imagine so. So, but actually, have you got? Oh, I'm going to actually do something. Actually, I'm not going to show it, but I do have Yosho's stream up at the minute, and he's actually showing this off currently. And it does have the crate on the back. I'm going to keep an eye on it to see once it gets filled how it unloads and stuff. So, but yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Yosho Hin as well, guys, let me give him a shout out, because you can always do like a multi-stream as well, or have it on 2 screens. Yosho Hin. There we go. Obviously, click on that link. Obviously, give him a follow. He is a member of the SGA and currently got early access. Now, I don't know if he's going to be streaming throughout the weekend as well. But obviously, he is also using the new Thrustmaster Sim Task equipment pack. So, something to check out as well. He's actually been fiddling around with his little joystick recently. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this, and obviously a few other bits of equipment. I do like this little forklift attachment as well. But yeah, so anyway, that is going to be enough for the factories for now. Obviously, it will be coming out on Tuesday, guys. Obviously, if you've got the Season 2 pass, it'll be free with that. Obviously, if you don't currently own it, you can still get it. on pre-order. Just come over to the DLCs, and obviously it's 18.99. It's not a big, humongous price, but there's a few new things, and obviously one thing as well, those 3 new crops do get added to any map as well, so bear that in mind. I know Dave's got a few little tweaks to do on the Canyon Crossing to before the release, so yeah, bear that one in mind. Also, while I'm here, there's something else that was released earlier on. I know Big Daddy was shown off near the end of his show. There is the Case IH Farmall an Anniversary Pack. Obviously, this is a paid DLC. It's just a small one, $1.49. So it's not a big, humongous woo type thing. But obviously, if you're into Case tractors, you get 2 new tractors plus the front loader there. Obviously, you got the Case IH Farmall C series, which is this tractor right here. So both of these are small. Obviously, with this, you can customize it to have obviously the front loader on the front. And also in the pack is obviously the Case IH Farmall 1066 Hydro, which is a bit of an older tractor. So yeah, so it's kind of like the very first tractor and maybe the newest tractor type thing. I don't know. I don't know the full specs on these guys, but yeah, definitely if you're into Case, maybe give it a try. Get it. It's not going to break your bank. So with that being said, that's everything covered. So that's cool. But yeah, there we go. How are you guys all getting on anyway, by the way? Let me go back onto the right screen so we get all the sound alerts going off. You're getting on it, yeah. And hats off to you too, Mr. Kilroy. Right then, how are you doing, Ghost? It is in dollars and 99 cents on Steam. Okay. So yeah, if you want $1.99, okay, yeah. So yeah, get it whichever way you want. Really, I believe if you have it through the Giants, it will still work with the Steam version, if I remember rightly. I may be wrong, but you never know. But yeah, there's Mr. Georgia Assassin. How you doing? And okay, I think I'm all caught up. Cool. Right, let me take this guy back over.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
And there's Roppy's walk on. I love it. Yes, I am a nuisance. I'm a pain in the bum, but I do try. Now, just a quick one, because there is a lot of people currently having issues. Also, one thing to bear in mind, there was another small update that I received. I believe Dave got it as well for Farm Sim. It may fix any loading issues. You never know. Let me just get this going first of all. If not, there is something else or a couple of things you could try. And how you doing there, Mr. Reaper? I'm driving a big truck. Stop asking me questions. Hey there, Mr. Viking. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. MP7 Reaper, go over, give him a follow. He is a great content creator and friend. MP7. Oh, I'm to the wrong person here. Should be. And let's give Mr. Viking Streaming a shout out as well. And before I forget, we'll give Mr. Dashnet a shout out as well. Obviously, he was playing a bit of Ark the other day, and obviously Farming Sim later today because it's Farming Friday. So there is a couple of things you can do if you're having issues with loading the game. So one thing you could try, if you go to your documents, let me bring this back over a sec. Go to My Games. Now, obviously, I've already had this done for quite a while, so I had never had a single issue with the current update, which could be why I didn't have any issues. Obviously, a little bit of loading time extra, but that was about it. But what you could do is come into your game XML, load it up in Notepad or Notepad++, whichever you guys are using, and look for this one line right here, line 25, where it says render. Now, obviously, yours will probably currently be saying D3D_12. What you can actually do is change that to D3D_11. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind, this will cause a little bit of frame drop when you first start up the game. Just bounce around your tractors.
They're only seeing the game. They're not seeing what
Oh,
you're showing.
freaking heck. My bad. I keep forgetting about that. I'm sorry. I just get into one and forget all about these different screens. I really just keep it on one. That'd be easier. But yeah, anyway, back to it. So yeah, if you come into your documents, my games, Farming Sim 2022. If you scroll on down, look for Game XML, and if you load that up in Notepad or Notepad++, you'll see basically this. Now, obviously, if you want to, look for line 25, like I just said, and it's basically to do with the render. Now, obviously, I know Mr. Reaper has mentioned about this a lot, and obviously, I've done it with my game, and I haven't had a single issue, apart from a little bit of frame rate drop initially, but after bouncing around and drawing the map back in, it is perfectly fine every single time I've done an update. I haven't had any issues at all. Now, obviously, for you guys, this part right here where it says D3D underscore 11 for me, it'll probably say 12 for you currently. If you just change that to 11, save the document, and then load up your game, you should get your game to load up your save games. So consider that as one option. Obviously, if that doesn't work, another one is you could technically roll the game back one to basically 1.12. Now, obviously, one thing is with any future updates to maps and mods, it may cause issues, but you never know. I know one person already today has had to roll their game back to get the game to rework or to actually load up the save game. Obviously, the biggest issue is the production revamp mod. If you've already updated it, that's not going to recognize it, so you may need to find an older version. Obviously, I do have one on my Google Drive if need be. But yeah, that is sort of last case scenario type thing. So yeah, and obviously you can do the same with the Giants version or the Steam version. Now, once I get to the end, I'm just going to restart and show you how you guys can do it. I'm going to keep it on this screen actually for the minute. But yeah, Mr. Bodine, how are you doing, sir? I know, I keep getting distracted, it's terrible. And then I can get back into just playing the game. But yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be showing the new map off next week. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I need to get into the orchards and get that sorted out today. Right, so save. Now, obviously, with that change, it does actually use different graphic settings and stuff like that. Obviously, delete your shader cache and your... Oh crap, that's the other one. While I'm here, in the same folder. So documents, my games, Farm Sim 22. Thank you. Yeah, what you could do is open this folder, delete all these. I've actually got 42 in there. It needs deleting again. I only cleared out the other day, but yeah, delete
I have never
everything in
had to
here.
delete my shader cache.
Some people find it does help. The other one is also shader cache down here. Come in here just to delete whatever's in there. Obviously, there's only 3, so I'm not really too bothered about that. But yeah, try to delete them, then obviously draw in the map again and recache it. So it does work. It is a little bit laggy initially, but yeah, obviously I'm still getting in some places up to like 30s and 40s. So, and obviously I'm using the 11 version now. So yeah. Hey, Rusty Nail, how you doing? That thing you said messes up the revamp and didn't update yesterday's. Yeah, obviously I do have an. If you're obviously taking the game back to 1.12, I do have an old copy of the revamp mod if you need it. But yeah, obviously at least try and do the DX rollback part first. So I'll just cover that once again. So go to your documents, my games, Farming Sim 22, then obviously open up your game XML, and then just change this render line to D3D underscore 11 from 12. So yeah, give that a try. And obviously, if nothing else happens, obviously one thing you could always do is message Giants Direct as well, see if they can come up with any information on how to fix it. But yeah, you can see right there some of the things. Obviously, I'm currently running on very high performance. View distance is like high and everything. The video DLA is active and all that. So yeah, give it a try. But yeah, was like I said, obviously I had no issues at all yesterday. So yeah, obviously I know Dave, you're currently still on 12, aren't you? The old
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
never
obviously
had any issues.
neither of us had any issues. Obviously, like I said, loading time was a little bit extended, but yeah, go off, make a coffee, come back, and it should be fine either way. But yeah, that's that, that's that. What was I going to do? I lost track. Blah! That's annoying. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, yeah. So that's what I was going to do. So, if to roll the game back, do you know if they have any trouble loading PV Canyon Crossing all the way through? Some people have had issues. Some people haven't. Rusty Nail. Me, Dave, and quite a few other people. Nope, not had an issue. Obviously, there is some people up there who have actually been had to change the render. They even roll back the game. And obviously, talking about the roll back in of game, if you're not sure how to do it. So with the Giants version, now obviously I've got it on my hotbar down here. What you have to do when you go to load up Farming Simulator, if you hold down the shift key, the left shift key, and then launch the game, you'll get this basically popping up. Now you've probably seen this whenever you get your updates and such. What you can actually do in here, once this loads up, they should get a whole list of all the different updates. You can actually take it back in here to 1.12. There we go. So if you actually find 1.12, so it's right there. If you click on that, what you can then do is basically update the game so it goes back one, and that should also kick it back into loading and stuff. When you're trying, yeah, a lot of people have had that Rusty Nail hitting 20% and then just stopping. It's a friggin' pain in
It
the bum.
goes. You just gotta be wait for it.
Yeah, obviously when it hits, yeah, so 17 to 20% roughly. It seems to vary for different people. Um, just leave it. But obviously, I know some people have left it for like 2, 3 hours and it just hasn't loaded. But yeah, give that a try. Just leave it. Go off, make a drink, go for a quick walk if you even need to. And yeah, it should load. I think it's something more to do with like there's the RAM or something on your graphics card is getting filled up with some, because there have been messages on Facebook and Steam, I believe, as well, saying they're getting errors and stuff coming up since it, so it's a pain. But yeah, obviously give that a try if as a last resort. Obviously taking it back. So that's obviously the Giants version. With the Steam version, if you go to your library, come down to where it says Farming Sim 22, right click it, go to Properties, find the betas, and what you can actually do in here in the drop down is go down to where it says 1.12 and then basically roll it back that way as well. So there is options if need be, but yeah. But at least try and just maybe choose that different graphic, the DXT11 thingamabob. So yeah, the D3D messes with the revamp. The D3D messes with the revamp and not yesterday revamp version. I've got the D3D. I've had it on 11 for ages and I haven't had an issue, Gamer Paul. The only thing that it will do is obviously when you first load it up, it'll give you a lot of frame rate drops. That's where you obviously have to render the map back in. But yeah, I've had this going for at least 2-3 months now on 11, and I haven't had a single issue. So I hope maybe it just affects in other people different ways. There we go. So the current version, let me come into here, should be, this was also released yesterday, and it's 1430. Now, like I said, I do have the previous version, if anybody did roll back and need it. So there's that. We'll get this loading back up. So yeah, I would have thought 24 gigabytes of GPU RAM would be enough. Yeah, actually, I don't even know what mine is, to be honest. But yeah. But obviously, at least try, obviously, get the current version. Obviously, try and just leave it. If it doesn't load up after, I'd say maybe 10, 20 minutes, something is definitely going wrong. And maybe have a look into the changing that D3D to 11 rather than 12. But yes, I know a lot of people on Facebook and Steam have mentioned about the D3D part, and obviously they've changed it to 11, and it's got their games to load. So, but I know console have had issues, PC have, yeah, it's just everyone is being affected, unfortunately. There we go. Let's get back into the game stream. There we go. But yes, obviously we will be going over to Mr. Dajnet in about an hour and a half roughly, and obviously he can cover it a little bit more with what potentially is going to need to be updated with the map and what's happening and stuff there. So yeah, is loading the game or downloading the update talking about a while. Blah is loading the game. So yeah, obviously a lot of people currently are hitting around about the 20% mark for the map. Obviously, I can see mine is already up to 76, 77. So yeah, I haven't got any issues. But this is the point where they have issues to get to around about 20%, and it just stops. Obviously, when it hits at 20, it's starting to bring in the textures and stuff for the map. So obviously that part is going to take a little bit longer. So try and leave it as long as possible. But yeah, if you get into like the hour mark, 2 hour mark, then something has definitely gone wrong. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, you could always reach out to Giants as well. So they might be able to sort something out. But like I said, there was a little patch released today as well. I think it was only around about 500 megabytes, if that. So tiny little thing. And obviously maybe try and verify all your files as well while you're at it. That could help too. But one nice thing is, well, obviously with this DLC coming, those 3 new crops, even though it's only going to be 2 for this map, gets automatically added. So it's really kind of cool. So any map you load up, as long as it's been set up correctly, I believe, should have all the new crops without any need for an update or a save new start. It's kind of cool. I like it. I can't wait to get my hands on the stuff, to be honest. And I totally missed it. Dang it, Yoshio, go back a minute. Go back. Go back and I want to see that unloading part. Yours crashed at 20%. Jeez, yeah. That is not good. But yeah, maybe try changing that D3D gamer poll. I know you said that it's messed you up a little bit, but yeah, just obviously once it loads into the game, obviously you will need to bounce around the map a bit and render it back in. And obviously that was a message actually I believe Reaper had from somebody at Giants to do as well, and that was a while ago when he was having some graphic issues or something. Maybe Giants should have worked last week instead of taking it off to get the stuff working. Yeah, obviously everyone needs a break at the end of the day. Obviously Giants deserve it. They do try their best. They work hard to get this game out, so yeah. It is the game loading. It will take a while. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Viking, for that. Right then, so obviously I am just doing PV Canyon Crossing as normal. I did go through and actually change the house. I decided to put one of the original ones back. It's a little bit laggy at the minute, but it'll get there in a sec. There we go. Obviously, I got my little Christmas tree there left over. I need to chop that down at some point. But what am I currently doing now? So I do have a tractor over here finishing off rolling on this field up here, so let's get him going again, just to get this last little bit done. Obviously my pond has thawed out finally. Right, so 46 needs to be finished on rolling, so Mr. Hired Helper can do that. This little dude can stay over here. I do have one more field to plant at the bottom, which I'll get to in a moment. Production changed it to 11 and got this production revamp more bad argument. Well, that's very, very weird. I am. Which version of the revamp mod do you have? Is it the current or is it the old version, Gamer Paul? Because obviously I've got absolutely no issues at all. I know yesterday, after the update, before the revamp update, I did have something similar to that come out, and obviously it was then updated on the in-game mod hub. But yeah, I've got nothing at all regarding any of that from the looks of it. Actually, I don't even know if I've got a log for that, but yeah. Yeah, obviously make sure you got the updated version of the revamp mod as well, if you got the current version of the game.
Mine's a couple versions behind, and I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, obviously I know after I updated yesterday, I did get some errors and stuff from the revamp. Let me check. I know it's not yesterday's. Okay. Yep. Yeah, literally as soon as I think somebody in Discord mentioned that there was getting some errors, he was literally straight on to Mr. Braven was, so good on him. Big thank you as well. Hey, anywho, so yeah, I've got this field still to plant at some point. Not sure what I'm going to be putting in there yet. Yesterday I did do a little bit of selling, so hence why I've got nearly 2 million. Obviously that'll be going bye-bye soon. Obviously I mentioned the other day about adding in some more hops. I have now added 20 rows of hops. Actually, let me come in here just to show it. We'll put that up a bit. So right here, so we've got a bit of a bigger field of hops. So see how that is this in-game year. If that isn't enough, I don't know what will. But yeah, I've obviously got that there, plus what's along the far side of the original lot. So hopefully that'll be enough. If not, obviously I do have some more space for more. But well, actually, while I'm down here, there is a reason. I've got bananas to harvest, and I think it's not pecan, maybe coca. So that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So, definitely the bananas anyway. Where are we? Bananas and coconut. Okay, there we go. Don't put the periods or the dots. Just do like one space, one, whatever it is. Be easier. And worker B has finished. Okay. Are you still there? I thought I put you guys away. I mind you're going to be replaced soon. There we go. Right, so I need you. 1420. Is that the version I've got? Let me see. Revamp, mod descript. So the current version is 143. So yeah, go on the in-game mod hub, get it updated, and it should clear those errors for you, Gamer Paul. Right, bananas. That's what I want. Banana trailer. Banana. I think it's that one. I think it's that one. Is it? That's one. Yes, a nice yellow one. That's a banana, and I got a feeling the brown one and white is the coconut. Yep. Okay. Right, when I plant seeds, it always comes up wheat. How do I get to the different types? Press the Y key, Rusty Nail. That will actually allow you to cycle through the different crops. So if I come... Where's my other tractor there? So, as you can see at the bottom right there, I'm currently on oats. Obviously I'm hitting the Y key, and that will cycle through the different crops within that seeder. Now obviously if you say for instance wanted cranberries and you went a little bit too far, rather than cycling all the way back through, if you actually hold down the shift key while you're hitting the Y, and it's not going to do it this time, it should go backwards. Yeah, there we go. Also make sure the tractor is on. But yeah, the Y for yes key will allow you just to go through. So there we go. And obviously if you need any information, I'm pretty sure it's in the help section down here. Crops. But there, yeah, that's like a very beginning thing. I don't know, is it? Good question. Workers, crop green, farming. Yeah, it won't be there. It might be key bindings. But yeah, if you ever get stuck as well, if you come into your controls here, your key bindings, you can actually see it. So if you scroll on down, I'm looking for Y's because I know what it is. So if you got function there, so here you go. So changing seeds is the Y key, or change seed reverse left shift and Y. So yeah, you can always look in here if you get stuck as well. Obviously sometimes as well you can reconfigure these to a better key for you. Obviously if you've got a wheel you can set it up to different buttons or controllers or whatever. So yeah, that is another way of finding out as well. Obviously I know previously they actually had different seeds for each crop, so it was kind of nice. Kind of wish that had come back actually, but at times I don't. Hey there Mamadou, how you doing? Bananas, I want bananas. There we go. And thank you Viking for that. And if you're not following Mamadou, please go over, give her a follow. She's a great content creator and is actually playing on this map. Doing a rather good job of it as well. I'm very surprised. Doing good today. I'm not doing too bad and glad you're good as well. So yeah, I'm going to be concentrating on my banana harvest and coconuts for the moment. I don't think I need them. Do I need them in the coffee shop? Factory? Maybe, have to have a look. Actually, one thing as well, the other day I mentioned about looking into other factories to do. Obviously I purchased the Dole factory and got the first load of products into it. Or actually all the products into it. I had plenty in Barrow Logistics. As you can see, the first building is now up. So yay, it's coming. So obviously that's going to help me use up some of the orchard products and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. More money. While I think about it, I haven't checked sawmill area. Ooh. Is it finished? Is it finished? I haven't been over here in ages. It looks like it. It looks like Mr. Green Thumb Farmer's production is done. Oh, that's cool. Where the heck's the gate to get out of here? Oh, there's one right there. Yay! Super Trooper! I like it. So yeah, at some point I will come and do a little bit of landscaping. Nice! So I can actually get these roads working correctly. So, and I need to get this thing filled up as well. That's going to be the fun part. But for now, I am going to be concentrating on this. You're now onto your third bridge. Wow, well done you. So, Mamadou, I know the other day you mentioned about it's done and dusted. Exactly there, Oppies. Hey, soft stuff, how's it going? Mamadou, you mentioned about the bridges in one of your previous streams and you weren't exactly sure where they all were. So I can show them off. Let me zoom right in so it makes life easier. So the first one, obviously I know that you've already built it. It's going from the bottom of 41 across here. So that is your first bridge. The second bridge, and obviously this is for anybody who doesn't know. So that's the 6 on this map in total. Obviously you got that one there. You got one which is next to the refinery down here, and it goes right across this little bay here, and sort of finishes over here. Obviously the unload section or trigger is on right next to the refinery. So that's number 2. The third bridge is going across right here. Obviously the unload trigger is going to be over here, so you need to own that plot of land right there. Okay, for that. So that's number 3. So moving on down the map. So down near, basically where 14, 12, 13 and 14 is, there's 2 bridges. You have one right down here at the bottom. Obviously for that one you will need to own plot 160. And then just above it here where 159 is another bridge right there. Now obviously if you have the Bascule Bridge Star or where it's been replaced, you will need to own the riverways. But if it's the wooden bridges, you'll need to own the little plot, so bear that in mind. And then the final one, if I scroll out a little bit, it's literally up here at the top right corner of field 51. So the unload trigger's right here, and it goes all the way across this little river here, past obviously where the fairgrounds is, and it'll come in literally right there. But yeah, the unload trigger is on this side. So that is all 6. So if you didn't know where they are, that is where they are. Obviously in the pack, and obviously on Green Thumb Farmers Trello, there is obviously the Bascule bridges if you want to place more down and stuff like that. So hopefully that helps anybody out. But yeah, I haven't even got to that one yet personally, and I believe it's this bottom one I've still got to build. But obviously I've got this one built myself. Obviously that's a Bascule because I've replaced it. This one here I actually replaced with a little bit of work because I had to do a lot of landscaping, but I've replaced this one here with a Bascule, but then I've got these 2 done as well here. So yeah, that's all of them. And by Big Daddy, I guess he's going to get something to eat. But yes, doing all right. I'm not doing too bad there, soft stuff. Thanks very much. Oh, and obviously, yeah, same to you, Mr. T. Miller. And obviously, yeah, happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there. Obviously, not only in America, but around the world who have served for their country. So, yeah, thank you very much for all your time and looking after us guys as well. And there we go. And obviously, if you guys are not following Mr. T. Miller, go over, give him a follow. Obviously, he was playing City Skylines 2 the other day. Well, actually, it was about a week or so ago. But yeah, how you doing, actually, T. Miller? It's been a while since I've seen you around. But yeah, go over, give him a follow, guys. He's a great content creator and a member of the SGA. What was I doing? Yeah, I remember now. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out with the bridges anyway. Right, I need to get my bananas, which are down the far end on the right there, so... There we go. Set that up. Rotate you. My lovely little bananas. But yeah, and as you can see, a lot of these are actually now kicking back in. Obviously, if you haven't seen these orchards, you do have to have the trees on your right hand side. And obviously with these little trailers which are in the shop under tools and obviously orchard equipment, they're all right here. You can customize them how you want them to be color wise and stuff. Right, turn you on like a normal harvester. We'll get you driving forward. And as you can see, the crop, well, the fruit, should say, is actually changing. So we'll centralize that, and turn that on. There we go. And obviously I'm filling up as I'm driving. I've been busy at work these days. Walmart is doing a weekly Black Friday deals, so it's been busy. Oh, nice! Very, very cool. It's good to see that you actually got some work, so that's really good. Good, 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 good. Hey there, Mr. The Vink. How's it going, sir? And we'll give you a shout out because I'm nice that way. Obviously, Mr. The Vink streams as well. Obviously, been doing this map and a few other things, so definitely go check him out. And let me give Mr. Soft Stuff a shout out as well. Obviously, he does do a lot of the train simulator games, so if you're into Choo Choos, go over and give him a follow. And obviously, make sure obviously anybody does get shout outs and go over, give them a follow. And obviously, when they do stream, say hello, because that does help a lot. Are the map update with the new version from FS22? Well, I'm currently running the PV Canyon Crossing on the current version of the game, so I'm guessing so. Obviously, until Tuesday, obviously we won't have access to the two new crops, because obviously we've already got carrots here, but yeah, obviously Dave can explain all that later on in his stream, so. I think the thing is blocked for some reason. His messages are blocked. I can see them, Mr. T. Miller.
Yeah, I see. Fine.
Could be something your end, bud. Yes. It's a weird one, I don't know. What's that? Okay. Okay, good. Someone just messaged me on Twitch saying, thank you very much for showing that, I got it working. Yay! Another happy customer, so. So since the new FS update yesterday, I've not been able to load Canyon Crossing. It gets to 20%. I removed all the mods and synced the mod for the switcher, but no luck. So I'm a bit stuck, quite literally. Yeah. Out of interest, how long did you leave it at 20%? Because obviously that was something we were mentioning about a little while ago. Obviously, when it usually hits 20%, it does take a little bit longer for the map to load up. Some people have, well, I know for me and I think with Dave, maybe what, 5-10 minutes to load up the game after the update yesterday? Wasn't that long, that's for sure. But yeah, some things what you could do is, oh, here we go again. Try go into your here you go. Let me go to documents. Now this is not a fix, it's a possible help out. But if you come to you, My Games, Farm Sim 22, go to your Game XML and change this D3D to D311. It'll be 12 probably for you if you haven't done it already. Change that to 11 and then load up the game. That might help. I know a lot of people have done it and they've got theirs now loading up perfectly fine. While you're there, obviously delete your shaded caches if you want and your gym cache, everything that's in the folder. Give them a try and yeah, see how you get on. Obviously, the only other option, which is probably more the last case scenario type thing, if all else fails, is obviously going in and rolling your game back. But I do know, like I mentioned a little while ago, and Dave mentioned during Big Daddy's stream, there was a update pushed, just a small one, earlier on today. Obviously, what you could do is also go through and render. Oh, what's going to do? Make sure all your files are verified. So yeah, the map will. By not loading and how to update it with the SGA mod for the switcher, but not successful. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, this time I'll leave it alone and see what happens, but I'll try it again. Thanks. Alright then, Mr. Soft Stuff, cool. Yep. Hey Neil, how's it going?
Hey Billy, how are you?
Not too bad, doing okay. That worked, got the latest version of it, thanks. Okay, good, Mr. Game Paul. Glad to help. But yeah, obviously some people have just taken that D3D back to 11 and it seems to be kicking it in. Obviously one thing to bear in mind, it is utilising different graphics within the game, so obviously when you load up it will need to be fully rendered back in. So the easiest way to do it is just jump through all your tractors and your vehicles, just spin your camera around. What you'll probably find is it'll be very, very low. Obviously if I bring mine up at the minute, obviously I'm hitting the 20s, so and obviously I've gone through from, I think it was like 9 frames a second. Obviously depending where I'm pointing to, it does change. But yeah, just jump through all your different vehicles, pan around, draw the map in. Maybe spend 5, 10, 15 minutes doing that. What you could also do, if you've got the Easy Dav tool, go into flight mode, fly around a bit. Now what I tend to do at that point is save and reload the save game, and it does seem to work pretty well for me. As you can see, all mine are in the green for the most part. There's a few places I am obviously getting lower frame rates. Obviously I am also spinning around, so it's not very good. But yeah, obviously just doing that, just bounce around the map and draw all those textures and stuff back in, and it does make a smooth running map for sure. And I know Mr. Reaper does that quite often as well, but yeah. If you check your log, mine says run out of memory, so I had to change it from DXT 12 to 11 to get it to load. There you go, Don B here. That, yep, exactly. If you're on Steam, your game files will be in your Steam app common file folder. Yeah, or wherever it saves it. But yeah. But obviously that's going to be where like your save games and stuff are saved, that folder there. Obviously I've got the Giants version now, I haven't got any need for obviously the Steam version, so yeah. But yeah, as far as I was aware, they're all pretty much in the same spot. I may be wrong. But yeah, how you doing there, Mr. Grits fan, by the way? There we go. As well, and Mr. Trucking Master 1. There we go. I'm still debating on whether I need some more bananas and stuff, but at the minute it seems to be doing okay. Yeah, just out of curiosity, I don't think I've got that in mine anyway, but while that's going up, documents, my games, 22, just out of curiosity. Yes, I know that's unzipped, I don't know that one's unzipped, yep. I've got far too many mods unzipped, it's terrible. I need to get them sorted out at some point. Actually, while I'm here, I wanted to see, is it currently 78 now? 79, okay, so they did update then. I looked at that yesterday and it said 78 for the mod version. It's now up to 79, so yeah. That makes sense. But yes, how are we doing anyway? Let's get rid of that because it's just going to distract me otherwise. Billy, do you use any mods by FS Minor? No, I don't. Most of FS Minor stuff set up for Terraform, and to be honest, I rarely ever used it. I know Mr. Reaper, I think, had a few a while ago, but not sure if he's still got any. Another person is like Darius Frost. Just out of curiosity, why are you asking? And can I help with anything? I know a really great button to sort all issue mods out. It's called the delete button. Only kidding. Do you have a favorite wheel loader? I really like the Volvo that came out with the premium, the Platinum DLC. See, I'm too used to saying the premium now. Yeah, this big boy right here, I love this. I used to use this one, the Clastorian 1914, quite a lot. But yeah, since obviously the Volvo came out, I've been using this quite a lot. I've actually more recently kind of come away from using it, and I've gone more into the JCB telehandlers for the mining stuff because it just makes life getting around a bit easier. So yeah. But yeah, it's mainly the Volvo I've used more recently. One thing I noticed, my graphics card is an 8 GB dedicated RAM and a 16 GB shared RAM. Oh, hang on, let me just turn around that sec. There we are, that should be far enough. Pop, yep. Right, so on D3, D12, it filled both dedicated and shared and ran out of memory. Using D3, D11, it only uses the 8 GB of dedicated and didn't even touch the shared. And it's now loading up the map. Nice. Yep. I think what it is with the 12, it utilizes more of the high definition graphics. So that's probably where it's pulling in the shared stuff. Obviously, I'm not very technical with that stuff, but yeah, I know it works for me, so it should work for you guys as well if you have the issue. Obviously, yeah. Now, obviously, one thing you may notice as well is a little bit of frame rate drops compared to previously as well. That's the only other thing, but you should overall be pretty good. So I'm thinking that is why my game runs so bad on D3, D11 since it is only using... Yeah, exactly. How do you get the D3, D11? Obviously, it's already, or should be installed into your game there, Rusty Nail. But what you need to do, if you wanted to change it, and also I'm going to show this probably maybe 1 or 2 times more. Let me come over here. If you go to your documents folder, obviously depending on whether your Steam or Giants, this may change slightly. But obviously I've got the Giants version. But yeah, come to your My Games, Farming Simulator 2022 folder. And then what you want to do is scroll down to the document here that says Game. Load that up in Notepad or Notepad++. And right here, this bit that's highlighted, for you guys who haven't changed this, it will say D3D underscore 12. All you literally have to do is change it to 11. And obviously that is line 25 right there, okay? Once you've done that, just save the document, close it, and then load up your save game. And obviously make sure that your game is not running when you do it. Obviously, I know a few people have mentioned, and obviously I've done it myself as well. Obviously, delete your shader cache. Just everything that's in here, just basically highlight it, delete it. The same with your gym cache as well. Obviously, I've got 42 in there, so I could easily delete that and minimize that as well. But yeah, all of that could be removed if you wanted to and recache it. Obviously, when you load up your game, like I said, you will need to recache the map, which means bouncing between your tractors, spinning your camera around like this, and it basically draws in all the textures and the foliages and all that. It takes about 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes tops to do that, so, and it is worth it. But yeah, there you go. So if you're on Steam, go to your library, then Steam apps, and then your common. Cool. Yeah, I haven't got the Steam version installed, so I always forget about that one. But yeah, there we go. I hope I don't have any trouble because I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Yeah, obviously if you do have any issues, Mamadou, let me know and I can always jump in Discord with you later on. But hopefully you should be okay. There we go. So, get this bit done and I'll probably need to get this unloaded at the bottom. But yeah, obviously, if you guys do get a little bit confused during the stream, you're more than welcome to watch it back later on, either on Twitch or my YouTube channel, because it'll be up there forever if you are having any issues until Giants or whoever gets the issues sorted out. And I should remove the camera because hitting those trees is not good enough for my head. But yeah, I ended up going completely off hand, non-game related. I ended up getting some 4 new tires on my car yesterday. Thankfully, it only cost me £120, so wasn't too bad. But I'm very happy. It definitely handles a lot better now having them. So I am happy. Actually, while I think about it, where is that link? Where are you? There it is. I'll pin that. Manually remove at the end. So I've just pinned, obviously, Viking Streaming's comment earlier on. Obviously, there is a multi-streaming currently going on. Obviously, myself, Mr. Yosho Hin is live doing some farm sim, showing off the DLC. All the equipment and such. So if you wanted to support both of us, you're more than welcome to go over there and check out some of the new equipment that's coming. But yeah, it's kind of cool. There we go. Get you back. And I see I got a message in Discord. La 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 la. And I'll message that message him back later. So yeah, we can get this. Actually, I suppose we're gonna look at the coffee factory. Let's jump over here a second. Bananas. I'm sure you need bananas, don't you? Yeah. Oh, 20,000. I think he's full actually. Let's have a look, shall we? Can I get it from out here? Yes, can. Coffee. Bananas is full, so that can just go into storage. That's fine. I still need to get that up and running at some point. I've got products in there. And yeah, I keep forgetting to activate it again. Just to get the last few bits done. But yeah, out of interest, obviously, for those who have been around watching Big Daddy, and obviously maybe who have been watching Yosho, how many of you guys are actually now considering getting it if you haven't got it already? The premium expansion? Because I really like the looks of some of that equipment. More the harvesters than the tractors that come in, to be honest. But yeah. We will see. There we go. Right. I think that first one here should be empty. Nice one, soft stuff. Glad it's working for you. There we are. Oops, stop. Yep, that was fine. Actually, all of these are empty. What the heck? Oh yeah, I had a good clear out the other day. Hence, quite a bit of money. Right, do you know I had to start over again? Why, Mr. Grits fan? Why? No. How much is the DLC? It is around about $20, give or take. Maybe 19 actually. It's honestly not that much, but if you've got a spare little bit, you obviously you've got the Season 2 pass. It is free with that already. I know I've already got it on pre-order myself, but yeah. Obviously I did want to check it out, and obviously there is that nice little case DLC just come out as well today, so if you like case equipment, obviously the anniversary pack is now released with 2 tractors and obviously a front loader. I don't know if I'll probably add it just to have the DLC, I don't know, it's only a little bit, so right, let me find my row right there. Bring it across a little bit, should be fine there. Right, went ahead and bought the year 2 pass, mainly for the premium expansion. Nice. For what I've seen in the fact sheets and what I've seen so far in streams and equipment, and the map looks really good. Yeah, it does, WR Moss, it does. Not sure about the map itself, but some of the things that's in there is quite nice actually. Obviously, Mr. Big Daddy, I've been watching Mr. Big Daddy all day, for the most part, and yeah, there is some things in there that is kind of cool. Obviously, the new piano production kind of place is very much set up similar to how the boat was on the Silver Run map from the looks of it. Obviously you add the product in, it builds the pianos, and obviously it gets to the point where it just sort of resets and then builds another and another and another. So that's a kind of a nice thing, and I believe you get like a little bit of money or something when obviously the first piano or the second piano is then sold off type thing. I believe I kind of missed that a little bit just because obviously I had to go live. But yeah, it's kind of nice, and obviously you can actually walk into that building and you obviously hear like the music being played. It's kind of nice. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. I'm kind of now wondering how long before modders go in and maybe create some slightly bigger equipment, and yeah, we will see. So yeah, too much for you, is it? Okay, Mr. Grits fan. Well, who knows? Obviously, over the next coming weeks, you never know. People may be doing giveaways. I know Mr. NBC Master Dad. I think around about the week leading up to Christmas, he usually has like a naughty or nice stream, and obviously he does giveaways. Who knows? He may have some that you could actually win. And if you're not following Mr. NBC Master Dad on Twitch, go over, give him a follow. Obviously, he was streaming yesterday. Obviously, I think all this week he's actually off because obviously he's on vacation. So obviously he did a bit of Satisfactory, but yeah, he does Wreckfest, Fishing Planet, Satisfactory, Minecraft, and some other games as well. So definitely go over and check him out, guys, if you haven't already. And I should have grabbed another drink while I was before I started streaming. Dang. Have I talked too much yet? Do you guys need a word in edgeways?
I'm getting my meal in.
Ah, okay, cool. Yes. Mr. Dashnet will be going live in around about 50 minutes, or maybe 45 minutes to 50 minutes, so yeah. Hopefully he'll have some nice good news for you guys. I'm off for now. Have a great rest of your stream, Mr. Billy Alpaca. It's dinner time. Alright, Mr. Viking, thank you very much. Hope you have a great dinner. There we go. Last row. So these are the next guys. Is going to be my coconuts. Coconuts. You're very, very welcome. And you would have to do a hydrate when I haven't even got a drink with me, Mr. Grits fan. You're terrible. One sec, guys. Ha! Bet you didn't realise I was gone. Well, I was. The nice thing is actually being in a flat, the walking distance isn't too far to the kitchen, so it's almost like Mr. Dave, where he just sort of turns around and he's in his kitchen. I'm also almost as bad as that. But yeah, right, let's plug this back in quickly. So yeah, there we go. Cool. Right. So yeah, hopefully that should be enough, at least to sustain Sam Adams Brewery for a few in-game months anyway. But yeah, obviously I've got all this grass area as well. One thing I would want to do is obviously, like I mentioned previously, at least have a road coming down here just to separate it, allow me to turn around and stuff. So we'll have to see what this in-game year is like. And how's it going there, Mr. Alfred Prom? Did you get the rigs for getting petrol working? I have them moving and consuming jacks, but there is no trigger to collect the petrol. Right then. So yeah, obviously you do have to wait till you got 3,000 litres of crude oil. And yes, I do have mine working. Let me jump over there to show you. There we go. So yeah, for anyone who hasn't got to the desert yet, obviously one thing you do have to do is go through. How you doing, bad lad? Obviously remove the sand. Obviously one thing I found was quite easy is just to maybe miss a row and then do a row, miss a row.
Billy is a nuisance.
So on.
He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
And there's Oppie's walk on again. But yeah, how you doing? Yeah, so basically what you have to do once you uncover one of the oil nodes. Now, obviously I've got two currently. I've got this one here plus one in the distance down there where my little pointer is. Obviously I know some people have already got all of them uncovered and up and running. But what you literally have to do is in the black diamond, that will actually produce your drill shafts and pump jacks. Place your pump jack down first of all, and then you can just leave it actually, but with the drill shafts added, that acts as a booster. Now what this is going to do is it's going to pull basically water from rain. Now obviously with the ones I've got, I've just used one of these little displays which is on the in-game mod hub by Atchi Mobile. Definitely recommend it, it's kind of cool, it allows you to keep an eye on it. But yeah, obviously once you get to 3,000 litres, obviously you do have to make sure you're up to date with the mod folder switcher or the mod pack, because obviously it was updated about 2 updates ago to make sure that these did spawn out, because it didn't have quite enough in there. But yeah, as soon as you get 3,000 you will get these pallets spawning out automatically, which is really kind of cool, makes life a lot easier. Then obviously all you have to do then is come through with a trailer, pick them up and take them to your refinery, or I think if I remember rightly PMS uses it as a booster, so bear that one in mind. But yeah, obviously I've got what was it, I think it was about 8 pallets the other day. Obviously this was on PV County. Obviously I did show it off the other day. Obviously unloading your crude into there. And obviously you can obviously produce diesel in here, which can be picked up from there, and plastic, which is the only product I'm actually running currently in here, which obviously you can spawn around the outside, or you can set it to auto distribute. in addition, if you wanted to use the boats along the desert edge here, there's 2 silos. So you got one where you can actually load your sand into, which can then go into one of the boats and be transferred to the mainland that way. Or you can actually put it into this silo here, which is for your crude oil, and then I'll load it into your boats. Now, obviously, the boats I'm using, and I'll get to you in just a sec, T Miller. No, it won't, because I don't think there's a trigger to pick it up from the pallet direct with the tanker. I could actually test that in a minute if you want. So for your crude oil, you're going to need your oil carrier, which is this one. Obviously, it's got quite a big capacity there, actually. Quite surprised. Obviously, for your sand, or actually any crop on the map as well, or any mining products, you can use this grain barge as well to transport it on the river. Now that is a very, very good question. I haven't tested it. As far as I'm aware, it cannot be done because it doesn't have the trigger. But let me cheat a sec and try and find a truck with a trailer. I think I've got one up here actually. I could probably use. Yeah, so I can get rid of that water actually, because water is free, so empty there. Let's take a little drive, well, teleport actually, and see. I haven't got a clue where it is, but that will do. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. T Miller, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. But yeah, what I've been using is Reaper's scrapers to actually do this. I'm just every now and again coming over, grabbing it, taking a couple of lines out. I think I've found all of the ones on the plot that I own. I do still want to come through and see if I can get that first plot. I ended up going with the second one. Let's have a little look first of all. Let's see. Yeah, no, there's no trigger for picking that up. I didn't think so. So you will need to get like a flatbed, or actually I would assume those flat racks by Hispano Modern should pick them up as well. But yeah, tanker, no. Obviously it's the same with the glue and the resin as well, actually thinking about it. You can't pick them up direct from the pallet. So, but yeah, good question, T Miller. That was a good question. Let's try about there. Hopefully I don't crash into anything. Nope, that's good. Good. So I can get them parked up here. Why have I got 2 up here?
Thanks for the raid.
Holy cripes. Mr. Yoshohin, raiding with a party of 53 welcoming guys. How are you all doing today? And how was your stream, Mr. Yosho? But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Yoshohin, make sure to click on that link, thank you KW, and give him a follow. And what do you think of the premium expansion, sir?
I love it. I think it's amazing.
I like some of the equipment. I'm not sure about the map, but I like some of the equipment. And OFD64, thank you very much for that follow and the stretch. Oh, much appreciated. Yeah, I did have you up and I was watching, actually, yeah. Also, you were showing off a little bit of that Thrustmaster as well. What is it like? It looks really, really cool.
Dude, the Thrustmaster joysticks are phenomenal. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I will take it over the side panel any day.
Nice.
So I mean, okay. So have you ever used the Thrustmaster 16,000s?
I haven't used any of them. I've used a Logitech wheel. That's about it. But I am in the market looking for another one.
Then I would definitely go this way. Yeah, if you're looking for the farm sim as your primary, and not as a flight stick. Now it doesn't handle like a flight stick. Well, I say that, but the feeling of it feels like it's a heavy equipment joystick. You know.
All right. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a flight stick.
Okay.
So if you're wanting a flight stick, then you probably want to go with, like their 16,000 series or whatever.
Okay.
But for heavy equipment, oh, dude. And the buttons are already tailored to fit. The icons on the buttons match. I mean, it's just...
Oh, that is very, very cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because I know that they've worked a lot with Giants and that to get that set up perfectly for the game, basically. Yep. So,
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
And you can use their steering wheel with their mount. So they got two different steering wheels that fit in the mount.
All right.
And it actually drops the steering wheel down to where it's sitting in your lap versus, sitting upright like a car.
Yeah. Ah.
So it's like a semi or something like that. So it's really,
Okay,
really nice.
interesting. I'll have to have a look into that.
Oh yeah,
And
it's phenomenal.
landed Path 476. How you doing? And welcome in. Obviously, yeah. Hopefully, all you guys coming over as well enjoyed watching Mr. Yosho Hin. I know I had a little screen up watching, and yeah, it looked like he was having a lot of fun there. But yeah, obviously,
Yeah,
I've got to
it
wait
is a lot of
unfortunately
fun.
till Tuesday to get it. My hands on it. I'm not special like you guys.
Well, I got fortunate. I got very,
Yeah.
very fortunate on the joysticks. I actually
not
got
off.
surprised that they contacted me. I was just like, what? So, super excited about it.
Yeah. So definitely something to look into. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I would definitely
Christmas
at least
coming
get
up.
one.
Okay.
Would definitely at least get one. If you're big into logging, then two, yeah. So you can do the dual joystick action. But if you're not a dual joystick person, one is perfectly fine because you can actually, like the side panel, it'll have the button on top of the joystick that'll change the function of it. Well,
All right.
it
Yeah.
has a second trigger on this one as well that'll change all the buttons to a second function as well. So you can technically have two joysticks in one.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. So you could, because it has two lights on it, or it has one light on it. It's amber or white. So depending on which light it is, depends on what the buttons do. So you can actually key map it when it's white and then swap it over to amber and do a total different key map. So it's, you can technically have two joysticks in one.
Very interesting.
But you can't use them at the same time. So
yeah, glad you got it working there, Mr. Vortex. Cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take over there.
That's okay. No, you go for it because it's very, very useful for not obviously myself, because obviously I am looking for obviously getting a new wheel at some point, and obviously I have been thinking about getting some joysticks and stuff like that for obviously doing the forestry and mining and stuff on here anyway. But yeah, obviously it's a great addition. So I may be looking into getting one of them, or two, or three, or four. I'm not.
I'm uncertain on the will still, so I don't know yet. My verdict's still out.
Okay.
I need to use the wheel a little bit longer because I'm a Logitech wheel guy. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Exactly. But yeah, obviously, if any of you guys, while I think about it, I haven't introduced myself. Obviously, I am Billy Alpaca. I am member of the SGA. If you haven't heard of me, I do a little bit of modding. I've obviously helped out Mr. Dajnet a lot on this map, which is PV Canyon Crossing. And obviously, this is his current and latest map, which is a 16x sized map. That's roughly what it looks like. Obviously, I've got nearly 800, maybe a bit more, hours on this map. Obviously, I helped set up a lot of the productions on this map. But yeah, I'm just plodding along today, doing some orchard work. Obviously, when the update comes out for all of us guys with the premium, we're hoping, or we should have, the new crops on here as well. Obviously, carrots are already there, but those two additional ones, the parsnips and the red beets, should be getting added as well. So, yay! But yeah, obviously, in about 30 odd minutes, we will be going over to Mr. Dashnet. Obviously, he'll be going live soon, and hopefully, he can give you a bit more of a update on exactly what's going to happen with the map. And the nice thing is, from what I understand, no new save games will be needed. So, yay! But yeah,
That'll be nice.
I wouldn't.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Things still need to be fully tested, but
yeah, obviously, I don't want a friggin' restart.
I know my hardcore server wouldn't like that.
No, actually, here you go. Actually, I'll even show
no,
you.
I wouldn't
so
want. I wouldn't
see.
want to restart either. So,
Where
but the question is,
yeah, 853 hours. I ain't restarting. I'll do without it if I have to.
The question is carrots, basically.
Ooh,
We
yeah.
could keep it without any issues. But I don't know if I could get the new carrots in without issues. I haven't tested yet. Because the carrots, if I put the new ones in, then the people that don't have the DLC would lose the carrot. So, you know what I'm saying?
Good point.
It's a shame there's no way of setting it up so it could either read from the DLC
Well,
instead.
the DLC, that's what we got to do some testing.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But I could read the DLC. I mean, the foliage layers are now in the map. They always have to be, and I could link to them directly. But I don't know about this planting the new features with the pre-planning and stuff. How that's the ridges.
Vegetables. Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work. So we have to test it. That's simple as that.
Well, gentlemen, I think I'm gonna break for lunch.
All
And,
right.
All right.
I will catch you guys later.
Lunch.
Catch you, and
Yep.
thank
Nice
you very
hearing
much
from
for
you.
the raid, and glad for your
You're welcome.
input. Thank you.
Have a good one, gentlemen.
Catch you later, bud. It was nice to see him live again. I know he's been very, very busy recently, so it's cool.
Yep.
Very, very cool. But yeah, lots of work for Mr. Dajnet, definitely. I do not envy him, that's for sure. Let's bring you across a bit. There we go. And while I'm thinking about it, let me have a look. Okay. Oh, dang it, he's not even out
The
there, is
only
he?
thing that I have to see the scary thing, but it's the only thing, and so far the initial test worked okay anyway, was the map. The map is currently out of tip to ground layer. So I have to remove 2 or you get warnings in your log that it couldn't add the ones for the carrots and the parsnips or 2 of the 3. Actually, carrots was already on it, so it couldn't add the parsnips in the cut beet one. So I'm removing the ones on mustard, and I think there was another one that we had in there that doesn't need to be tipped to ground. I could move. I think it might have been rice. I think it was rice that I did and it worked fine. Everything. It didn't change the layers or anything like that in the map, which is always the concern with the mining piles. You know. So it should be okay. But again, it's all about the carrots.
Hey,
What do we
Seraphin.
do?
Sorry.
There'll be 2 options.
Yeah.
Option 1 might be after this update that fixes the smaller issues. We let everybody that get that doesn't want the DLC, and then we put out the new version with it linked directly to take it out of the map so the DLC loads them in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know how that's gonna work yet either, because it's like.
It's also try to keep track of both of them, then, isn't it?
Well, I'm hoping we don't need to do any further adjustments on the current
Yeah.
map anyway, other than we got, I think, 2 things. I have to go back and look at the list. You have the pallet for hemp issue.
Pallet
The
for hemp?
bale. The bale
Oh,
hemp.
that's
Hemp.
in the map. Yeah.
Yeah, that, and I don't know. I think there was one other thing that we had.
Um.
I could be wrong on that.
Whatever's on my Discord messages. I know I
Yeah, I
do
have to go
have a
back.
couple of factory updates for you. The feed company has been updated. Obviously, the chicken feed has been removed. The pallets were actually, or the area where the chicken feed was, now producing the mineral feed. So you can have that. I've also updated the Kellogg's factory to add in the what was it? The display was one thing, and
Right.
the shadowing. So that's now sorted out. I can't think of anything else. Was there?
I thought there was one other thing, but it'll be too late after this
Bale.
weekend.
Cruds. Yeah, thinking about it, there was something else, but I can't think of what it is now. Dang it. But yeah, how you doing there, Mr. Surfing Cowboy? Obviously, if you guys are not following Surfing Cowboy Gaming, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Bad lad. Nope, I did not get early access to the new DLC. Obviously, like you guys, I've got to wait till Tuesday next week before I get my hands on it. For the most part, from what I understand, it's mainly Giants partners who are also like special, should we say? Like Mr. Dajnet, obviously he's like is it a bronze partner, something like that? So it's more the higher level partners and Twitch partners as well, who seem to be getting it mostly. I know there's a few other people who have had special privileges, like Mr. Yosho. So yeah, but yeah, I'm not in the list to be special enough to get access. So, but I'm not really that bothered. Just obviously I only do 2-hour streams, 3-hour streams, whatever each week. So it's not really long enough to show everything. Obviously, I probably would look into doing a longer one, maybe over the weekend if I did get the access. But yeah, unfortunately not. So you're not doing too bad. Just trying to figure out ARC connection issues on your laptop. Are you trying to get on the server, or is it the game itself? But yeah, I'm kind of curious. Is Mr. Dave actually going to be using much of the equipment? That's the
Farm
thing.
sim equipment?
Yeah, that comes with the DLC.
What DLC?
So you won't be doing the parsnips and the red beets then, no?
Oh, we shall see.
You need a couple of really small fields set up just for doing them, or at least once, I think. Oh, actually, thinking about it, I've got this little area over here. I could do like a test on the map. I could plow it up and do it over here. Ooh, let me turn it up a little bit. Yeah, I think that would make a nice couple of fields right there. One with parsnips, one with the red beets in it. Oh, that'd be kind of nice. Yeah, there we go. Use that lovely 2 and 3 meter equipment. Oh, nice. Oh, right. There we go. I don't think so. Right, let's turn this off. And put that on there. There we go. Right, let's see. Georgia Assassin says he had that issue last night. Took me forever to get it to show up. Ah, okay. Can't seem to find the server on your laptop for Ascended. Ah, okay. Very weird. I suppose you just have to keep refreshing and going back in and out, in and out, in and out.
Thanks for the raid.
And one sec. Dead batteries. Thank you very much for the raid with the party of 6. Welcome in, everybody. I'm really on today. What the heck's going on? I don't usually get this many raids. My goodness. Let me give you a shout out and then I will be right back. I've got to speak to somebody on the phone. One sec. sorry about that. That was actually my son-in-law, stepson, my wife's eldest son, basically, on the video call. Wanted to say hi while I'm here. Bless his cotton socks. He haven't spoken to him all week, so he's gonna phone tomorrow as well and have a proper chat and stuff. So it's kind of nice. There we go. Right. Let me start. So yeah, welcome in, obviously everybody in from Dead Battery stream. Hopefully you had a great stream, sir. And obviously, yeah, unfortunately I didn't get early access to the premium expansion, but obviously Mr. Dajnat, who's in chat with us, does. Obviously he's already gone in, had a look at a few things, and we will be raiding over to him, so hopefully get his take on it as well. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there currently streaming it, and obviously doing videos on YouTube, so might be worthwhile over the next few days if you're still undecided to maybe check out some of those streams and videos and VODs and stuff and get a few different insights into it. I know personally from me watching Mr. Big Daddy, I am definitely looking forward to some of the equipment that's coming. Obviously not the size of it, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it, so that's for sure. Yeah, I tried last night and then it wasn't showing up at all. I just uninstalled and I'm in the process of reinstalling the game. Okay, that's an interesting one. Now, out of curiosity there, Surfing, what server are you trying to get on? Is it Dave's one still? And obviously, have you had any issues, Dave, with Ark today?
Not at all. I do need to restart, but there's always people on now, so it's hard to.
Oh, it is Dave's server. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting one. Try again after the install. Okay. Jab will definitely love it. The small pull behind harvester and Caesars are the right thing for up his alley. Yeah, and I do believe he does have early access as well there, WR Moss. So I'm sure over the next couple of days he'll be showing it off and giving his point of view on it as well. So that's kind of nice. It's great to see Mr. Jababo up and streaming again. I know he took some time away for personal reasons, so yeah, it is definitely cool that he's back in the driving seat again. Right, let's get that unloaded into there. Jab, bow, and obviously if you guys have not followed Mr. Jababo, obviously go over, click on that link, give him a follow, and obviously see what he thinks of the whole pack and stuff and that and equipment. Must be a California thing. Well, I tried removing it on my PC at home. It shows there, so we'll see. Okay. Yeah, it could be just a connection thing. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have the old Arky at the minute. When am I going to be doing Ark? I don't think you'll ever see me playing Ark. Too busy with other things like farming. But yeah, it is a game I do want to get. Obviously, if I get anything from Twitch this month, I may look into getting it. I cannot remember which line I was on. Is it that one? That one needs ploughed. Let me come out of there a minute. So close out. That's needing ploughed. I got a feeling it's probably going to be this one. Is it? Oh, come on. Change, will you? I need the one that says needing harvested. Up. Clear that. Is it that one? It's got to be one of these. Needs ploughed. Oh man. It's the only problem, they don't have any visual changes with some of these trees. It is kind of annoying. You're addicted to Fishing Planet, are you, bad lad? Yep. Obviously, one thing I've been doing whenever I'm playing, especially in the evening, is obviously I'll have Farm Sim up on one monitor, I'll have Fishing Planet on another, and then on my third monitor I'll usually have a couple of streams up. So yeah, Obviously, I've now got up to level 38, which I'm kind of happy about. So, yeah, woohoo! And how's it going there, Mr. Chris? Okay, so oh, cripes, I'm a bit further along than I thought. So that's what, 2 rows, I think, from the end, maybe 3. Let's have a look. It would be nice if these had. Right, so that one is ready to harvest. What about you? Let me look away. Come back. That one's ready to harvest. Let's just check this one. And that's neem powder. Okay, so that one's been harvested. So from the sign, it's the 3rd one along. Okay. Yeah, very, very hard to figure these things out. Right, 1, 2, and 3 there. I ain't got my eye on yet. Right there, hopefully. So how many more? 1, 2. So yeah, I've only got literally 3 rows left to go, so that's not too bad. There we go. Get you turned on and boop. Yep, there we go. Good. Right then. You have 38 monitors, Billy. I wish I had 38 monitors, but I have 3 monitors and I'm on level 38 in Fishing Planet. But yeah, I've been doing the grind on the sturgeons recently, so it's a nice way of building up your money, but it does take a little while to level up. Obviously, one thing I know. Oh, Mr. Scott Region 5434, thank you very much for that follow. Much appreciated. How you doing today? It's going. Still can't get the. Contour in the trailer? Container in the trailer. Not sure what you're on about there. The container onto the trailer. You still can't get the container on the trailer, is that what you mean? Sorry. So obviously there's. Oh crap. Don't you just hate when that happens? Come over here a sec. There we go. So yeah, okay. So just another. Obviously, one thing you can use is obviously the 2 pieces of equipment right here. Obviously, you got the Liebherr SC350T, which is on the in-game mod hub for lifting up the containers. You have that, or you can actually use the Lizard crane here to lift it up. Now, obviously, let me use this, because obviously this is the Hispano modding one, so let me do this. We'll detach that first part. So that is an adapter for the Platinum DLC containers. You could use it if you wanted to. Now, obviously, on here, when you purchase it, if this is going to behave... Oh, crap. There we go. Nope, nope, I don't want those cameras. I want to be outside, thank you very much. So, let me bring up the F1 menu and I'll see if I can go through all this. So, obviously there's 2 different types. Bear that in mind. Depending on the size of the container you have will determine which one you need. Now, so they are going to be under wheel loaders for this crane that I'm currently in. So if you do using the 20, 30 or 40 foot containers, you'll need to make sure that it's set to the 20, 30 or 40 foot grapple, which is this bit on the front. Obviously, if you're doing the 25, 35 or 45 foot containers, you'll need to reset it so it's on that particular size. So remember that when you are in game. Obviously this is the 20, 30, 40 one. Obviously I do have this container, the flat rack right here from the other day. Now obviously if you're using it, obviously you do not really need anything else on here, but all you literally have to do is drive over the top of the flat rack, the container or whatever it is you want to attach, obviously you should get that little Q command to attach it, and obviously that will then pick it up. Obviously you just lift it up over a trailer, and obviously just rest it on the top of the trailer. Obviously then all you have to do is release it. Obviously it'll drop onto the trailer. Then all you do is get into your truck and then hit the Q key in there. There we go. So for example, let me grab that little one right there, and I can show you. So let's back up to here. So say for instance I'm at the vehicle shop there. I've now loaded that flat rack on. Obviously you'll get that little pop-up to attach it. Just hit the Q key and it will attach. Obviously from there you can then take it, load up your pallets into it. It is so very simple. And the nice thing is you don't have to detach it again unless you really have to. So that is literally all you have to do. Just hit the Q key. Obviously your key bindings as well may differ, so keep an eye on that. But for me it's the Q for quick or quick fire. But yeah, obviously you can use this trailer, which is obviously the Super B. Which one do I need for logs? So you can use any of the base trailer. I would probably recommend the flat one. So let me come in here a sec. So I would probably looking at the first two. Obviously this one here can obviously have the attachment on the back for the rear trailer, which is this one right here. Obviously one thing you could do is just run it with just the one and just go with the rear. Obviously make sure that you do get the length correct. Obviously that will go all the way up to the 45 triple axle on there, so that is a lot of logs. Container wise you will need to use the flat racks. Obviously for example the 45 one, if I come in, or the 41 here, just tab your way through. Obviously you got your autoload version, your Unreal autoload capacity there, but then you do have obviously the wood extension, so you can actually load your logs into it. I've never used this personally. I know Mr. Reaper has, and a few other people. It will not also load, so bear that in mind. You will need to manually load the logs onto this. So don't go thinking, oh, I've got an auto load one. It's not going to do it. But there is obviously the 40-foot version, a 20-foot version, and the 30-foot version of it. So yeah. But yeah, definitely go with this one here or that one, depending on the length that you're going to be using. Personally, for me, if you're doing logging and you don't want to add too many additional mods in, one thing I would recommend is under the forestry equipment, if you have the universal autoload script, which most of you should have, a lot of these base game trailers have the UAL added to it automatically. So for example, the Timber Runner right here, as you can see, universal autoload. Obviously that is being added by the script to this trailer. Obviously I know on the in-game mod hub there is a version that will autoload as well, where you got different size trailers and so on and so forth. But you could technically, if you wanted to, just use that trailer, for example. In addition, I believe, if I remember rightly, that one will as well. That'll autoload some of the smaller stuff. So if you're just starting out, you could technically use that and autoload them up to 5 meter length logs. Same with that one. Obviously, that'll do up to 4.5. And one sec, guys, again. Sorry about that. That was my other stepson. Bless him. I want to say hello as well. So yeah, just quickly going back. Obviously, a lot of the trailers do automatically get that UAL, the autoloading, added to it. So just scroll on through and have a look. So if even stuff from the Platinum DLC can have it. Obviously, this crane is one of them. Just look for that universal autoload on the left-hand side. Me personally, I'm actually currently using this timber trailer for the semi right now, and it works perfectly fine. Obviously, I can load up to 13-meter long logs. But yeah, you've also got that if you're just starting out. Obviously, it will hold 8-meter logs as well, so bear that in mind. Yeah, so the longer the trailer, the bigger it is. But yeah, this as well on the in-game mod hub. The Fleagle timber runners. Obviously, you got 12, 15, and 20-meter trailers. Yeah, 20 meters seems huge, but I used to use that a lot on county. But yeah. I'd look more to using them than really this, the flat racks that have the racks coming up for the logs. And how are you doing there, Mr. Mouse? Hope you're doing well, sir. Billy, is our Bauer Logistics, do it use one lend use to talk about or not just ask the Mr. Gritsfan, you are really hard to understand. Yeah, Mr. Bad Lad, just so you're aware, he does not stream on Twitch. He does actually have a YouTube channel. If you do !mouse in chat, it'll give you the link. But yeah, definitely go over and check Mr. One Mouse out on YouTube. He is the only current member over there streaming. Bless his cotton socks. I'm okay, thank you very much. I hope you and the family are. Yep, we are doing very, very well. And then, yep, thank you, Mr. Bad Lad, for that. Not sure exactly what you meant there, Mr. Grits fan. But with Bauer Logistics, it says storage, plain and simple. You put your products in, you store it, obviously, if you wanted to. What you can do, if you really, really wanted to, is wait, like I do, till your products come to the best price in the year. Then you can spawn them out, take them over, and sell them. Now, as previously mentioned with this, obviously you do need to own the land first of all. The unload trigger is around the back where it was just a moment ago. Now, on the front of the building, there is 2 pallet spawning areas. One on the left, one on the right. The one on the left, the products that spawn out from there, so that one down that far end, is meant for products to go into other productions or into the building for some of the factories. Okay. I do know that there will be an update coming to this at some point. I might try and get it off to Mr. Dave before tomorrow. Obviously adding in a few extra products that have been added to the map that weren't actually added into it. So you can actually store it. The second one, where my little road train is, on the right hand side, is for final products. To spawn out. So that's going to be stuff from things like your vodkas, your breads, anything that basically does not go into another production or a buildable. And thank you very much for that hydrate. I will get that now quickly. Yep, I did figure that out because it's around about that time. So yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on the TikTok for that. But yeah. We will be raiding over to Mr. Dashnet, and obviously he can carry on the streams, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I feel really, really honoured. I've had 3 raids today. Big Daddy, Yosho, and obviously Dead Batteries. Holy heck. Wow!
Go live at 7 p.m. my time, and I'll give you a 4th.
Oh, if only. Nah. But yeah, that is basically the Bauer Logistics. It only holds pallets. Now, obviously, there is some pallets on the map currently that are not in there. So things like your drill shafts, pump jacks, things like that don't go into it. Seed doesn't go into it. Fertilizer doesn't go into it. But yeah, a lot of the other stuff does. So it is a good way of storing up small amounts of product for a short time. That's basically what it's meant for. If you've got products in there longer than an in-game year, you really need to get it moved out. Now, obviously, one thing I do tend to try and do is at least have enough to cover one factory build in there. Obviously, currently I need to get some more concrete. So technically I have enough, basically two, so one in storage, one in obviously the factory itself. So yeah, that's how I've kind of got it set up. Obviously everything else is mainly for those final products to be stored temporarily until those sell prices become maxed out. So yeah, let's see, so that's that. Obviously, yeah, we've only got a couple of minutes left, so let me, oops, don't want to open that twice. Get over to, actually, let me save my game before I go any further. But hopefully that helps you out, Mr. Grits fan. Hopefully that answered your question and anybody else's. Let me get that up, get that up. Let's see. Yep, we don't need to have that going. Right, so let me go over to the ending screen because we are going to be going over to Mr. Dave. Where the heck's my window gone? There it is. Let's get some credits rolling so you guys are not staring at a black screen. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, obviously, thank you, Mr. Yosho-Hin, Mr. Big Daddy, and obviously Dead Batteries for the raids. Much appreciated, guys. I am definitely not worthy of that. Obviously, thanks for the follows today, the resubs. Obviously, yeah, and obviously, big huge thanks for you guys sticking around. Obviously, we are going to see Mr. Dashnet like usual today. So let me get this raid going. He's not on my list. What a surprise. Dashnet, there you are. But yeah, obviously, if you guys want to stick around, please do so. Obviously, I will be back again on Monday as normal for my 2-hour stream. Hopefully, Wednesday, I might actually do a bit of showing the map off and giving you my point of view of the new DLC stuff. But yeah, let's go over and see what Mr. Dave thinks of it. So have a great rest of your weekend, guys, and I will see you again soon. Stay safe. Bye for now.
See you soon.